folks, it's Farmer Daily here at Cannon Farm. And we're here today, what we're doing?
We're wearing cows today.
And what you're doing it with?
We're doing it with core on, and usually we have a dosing gun, but it's gone, missing.
So it's got a little measuring thing on top,
We
hasn't it?
measure on the side, and you just pour it along the back.
And how's that different from oral wormer? Is it just a different way of doing it, or is it a different wormer?
It just soaks in through the skin. We're treating these ones for mange mite. So we've seen them scratching. They're scratching with their arms, like places that they can reach, like the bum, or rubbing their neck on barriers and stuff like that. And mange mite usually comes from straw, so it's hard to avoid it. It's already in straw.
Yeah, you're pretty much, folks, guaranteed to get it to some degree or another. So the thing to do is keep on top of it. It's like your cats at home or your dog, in it,
Yeah,
really. You put a little pipette on the back. It's just a big pipette. So
Yeah.
we're cracking on with Highlands, and we'll show you how it's done. Right, so up next is Fern, and well, we're hoping she's not going to be a problem, but you just never know. These Highlands are probably the most difficult cows we deal with, because they've got their horns and they know they've got them. So we're just going to try the fast approach to this. But as you can see, not too keen. And it's exactly the same as your cat at home. You're putting it at a point where they can't possibly get to it to lick it, and it cause them any problems. So straight across the back there, we know she can't get there with her tongue. And the idea is that this is going to stop those mange mites in the tracks. And that's actually gone really, really well. And a little bit for Flora, her calf there. And that's all it takes. A little bit of food goes a long way with Highland cows. So a little bit of corn on the floor there. And easy peasy, done and dusted for that one. Right, we'll see who's next. So, Coco's next, she's just behind us. Now, one of the things with Highland cows is, they do have these horns, and I was talking about how they might be able to catch you with them. But as Wade mentioned a little bit earlier, they can catch themselves as well. So the itchiness that's caused by the mange mite, if a cow's got no horns, it's a little bit harder for it to itch and scratch. Definitely not impossible. They will do it. They'll find a post, like that one that Will stood next to just there, and they'll find some way or another to rub themselves against it and cause them a little bit of an itch and a scratch. But Highlands are even worse, because they've got those horns. They can basically reach all the way down to the bottom of the back legs there with the horns when they're fully turned around. So that is why it's even more important to make sure we're doing it correctly with the Highlands. Last up, who we got, Wade?
I don't remember. We've definitely got Ted and other two.
Yeah, Ted's one we're worried about. Big bull Ted is a big lad, but thankfully he's pretty much food obsessed. He always has been. So we're hoping that we're not going to have to do any manhandling. We're hoping to trick him again with food, pop a bit of food just at front here, and hopefully Wade can jump in and get that down his back. Now, if we have to, we'll get him controlled a little bit more, but hopefully we can use a bit of cunning. There you go, heads through, and thankfully, because it takes them a few seconds to get their horns through, hopefully, there we go, done and dusted. He didn't like it. Oh, there we go, tiny bit more. He didn't like it, but he's put up with it. And then next up is Emma, who's fighting a little bit just to get her horns through there. Not unusual, that. And Wade's up there, and that is sorted as well. So last up is Hetty at the back. I've got them right, I think. Yeah, Hetty at the back there, who just needs... She's a little bit shy of coming for the food when the other two are feeding. So that's one of the problems we sometimes have with the Highlands. We have to do a bit of separate feeding. So hopefully, with a bit of patience, we might be able to get her. Right, folks, so there you go. That's that job done and dusted. The Highland cows all sorted out, and hopefully they'll be feeling a little bit less scratchy than they were before. Like I say, it's something we have to do on a regular basis, keep up the upkeep of the Highland cows and making sure they're not getting a bit too scruffy by rubbing and itching and scratching. So, thanks for watching today, folks. We'll see you later. Thank you very, very much. And it's a ta-ra from me, and Ted will not be scared away for his food for any reason at all.